is in the dice tower. The dice tower works is so beautiful. So yeah, everybody, you guys can actually. You're a little skeptical of Pride, but I mean, he seems believable with the tears and how. I mean how he's actually coming through.
Wait, I believe him.
You somewhat believe him, yeah. I mean, you can kind of question him, but you actually.
I had a whole thing planned out, but I believe him, so I'm gonna do something.
Yeah, you seem like second. This is the second time you've done this now.
I think I believe him the same way he believed him when we came down here in the first place.
Right.
That it might be the right thing to do, but
I'm not lying on the rolls.
About why they're doing it.
Willie had a 13. Willie had the high roll anyway.
I can't believe you got such terrible news. It sounded like you were having a goddamn party.
I give you a wink. Turn my head towards only you and give you a wink. Yes, this bandit lord issue will never end. It seems, Phil.
Hey, Lynx.
Very well.
But
Let us get on with it.
But the Urchin intends to pay us for our mercenary services in eradicating the Bandit King. As I think, I don't know if it's fair or not. I somewhat feel uncomfortable about taking money from Urchin for such a just cause. But I'm willing to do it if all of you are down with it, so to speak. 25 more gold for our purses. Each.
My blade is thirsty, and my pocket is dry, so yes.
Very, friend Bride. It is a task that is suitable for adventurers such as ourselves.
Indeed. We will slay the Bandit Lord once and for all this time, probably. Maybe. If we find him. If he's there.
Well, when do we leave? Let's go now.
Oh, well, Urton said he's leaving within the hour, so I figured we go close out our business at the inn, grab our things, and join back up with him.
A whole hour?
I'm shocked too,
We can
Bubon.
pay our bills, Mom.
Urchin has taken care of all our bills for us. Gratis.
Oh, wow, yeah. Interesting.
He has spared no expense, it seems, huh?
I thought you were paying Pride.
I paid last night. That was just for our drinks and stuff, and for the inn. I don't. I'll have to see Urchin if I get my money back. I guess.
Yeah,
I don't have the coin for that game, so it's okay.
You can get it next time. That's all right.
Well, everybody can add 25 gold to their sheets. So, I mean, if you guys
we just got paid
Done
25.
and done.
You're already done.
Everybody had it. Hey, what's up, Sly? All right, so you guys take care of all of your business. Any last things that you guys would like to do before the? It looks like the caravan is starting to saddle up. The mercenaries are. It looks like they're ready to go. Total of 5 wagons in this caravan.
Are we walking or riding?
Oh, you guys will be walking the 25 miles or so from Talar to Brindol, and it'll pretty much take. I would say it'll probably take 2 days. So by the end of tomorrow, you should be getting there.
Yep.
Pride could get better rides. We have to walk. It'll take forever to get there.
Oh well, I mean, I don't have the money for a horse.
We'll be stopping at about the halfway point between Talar and Brindol. We'll be stopping for a rest, and we'll also stop several times to feed the horses and water the horses. There are several stopping points along the way, sir and Madame.
I don't need to stop. We should just keep going quicker.
Well, we don't want to work the horses to death, and then you will have to pull the wagons all the way to Brindle.
What sort of bandit outposts we'll run into along the way either.
There's really no.
Phil is young for an elf, so she's very immature, impatient.
Well, if you think we're just gonna march right into the gates of the giant shield tribe, we're not gonna be doing that, Pride. We will just be cruising just right down the Dawn Way. It's just a straight west, east shot. There is a little bit of banditry sometimes. Mostly kobolds, goblins.
Shield things?
Excuse me? Go through where?
Would it be quicker to go through these shield things?
The shield things? What are you talking
The things you
about?
I
mentioned.
believe she meant the orcs.
Oh,
Yes,
no.
orcs.
This is the giant shield up to the north. He was just kind of mocking Pride for
Yeah, big facetious here.
Yeah.
The mountain range.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The orcs. are big in the Giants in the Giants Mountains up there. They're massive, and also the orcs are big in the Wyvern Watch Mountains to the south.
Don't worry, Fail. If these humans wish to take 2 days, let them take 2 days. Well, it means nothing to us.
Well, 25 gold for the trip is a pretty nice amount of change for a mercenary as yourselves.
Through 2 days, I can't spend it.
Right?
Have you ever played cards?
Oh my.
What can you
it's time for that.
what can you tell us about Brindol? How does it compare to Tolar?
Oh, Brindle's a pretty large city. There are. It's definitely not a hamlet. It's like a very large town. There's a lot of locations. It's basically it's the largest town of this, basically the capital of Elservale. A lot going on.
Fail? Alright.
A lot going on.
Yes, Phil, a nice, big, plump, juicy town.
Lots of inns, lots of, there are all kinds of establishments to where you can buy potions, magic items, all kinds of good stuff. So
Lots of little adventures to keep us entertained.
yes.
Fat, juicy
Oh,
person.
everybody loves to hear that.
That's right, Phil, that's right.
Trench, thanks so much, man.
Missed it.
Thank you so much, Trench. Good to see you, man. Thanks so much,
But
Trench.
I get done with get all my clothes and belongings and try and join back up with it. And
Good to see you too,
whenever
man.
the rest come.
Got the backpack on, maul between the, like over the shoulders, you know. Yep.
Big tree trunk.
Yeah, you can put you
Pretty
can
much.
stow your supplies, your backpacks on one of the wagons.
On the wagons.
Yeah, there's plenty. Absolutely, there's plenty of hooks hanging off of it. You know, the other mercs are doing that as well. So
I believe I'll keep mine on for now.
okay.
I shall carry mine, as I am used to wandering the wilds whilst carrying my equipment.
Ah, yes, the Wanderer
I will
himself.
hook mine on the wagon. I'm not about to carry all this when I don't have to. I'll just pull my little ritual book, my prayer book, the Book of Joy, I guess.
Ooh.
And I'll pull it out and I'll have that with me. And thumb a few pages on the path while we walk.
Sounds good. All right, so the caravan heads out. You guys start to head east. You know, this is a very agricultural area. You know, actually, the whole entire trip from west to east, it's mostly all agriculture. You know, the Vale, this portion of the Vale basically feeds the majority of the entire Vale. So all of these tributaries coming off of the lake, with all of its moist lands, the soil is great to grow anything. Lots of different crops. There's lots of stops along the way where sort of like bedside inns. There's very nice. A lot of small towns, a lot of produce being sold, a lot of vegetables, a lot of fruits, a lot of flowers. I mean, anything is being sold along the Dawnway. Sort of like a bunch of small little mini flea markets. So the first day pretty much goes by uneventful, and as you guys are traveling, why don't you guys tell me a little bit of what you're seeing as we're traveling? Let's just not let this all fall on the eyes of the dungeon master. Let's kind of see what you guys are checking out as well on the way, whether it be some as part of the 5 wagons, maybe some of the people traveling, anything. It can be anything. What are you guys noticing on this journey?
Coming from a country, growing up, any of these plants or the farm look different or interesting?
What do you mean by different or interesting?
Oh, yeah, true. Fair enough. Right.
Yeah, what do you mean by different or interesting?
Well, coming from a northern people, things that were from probably a more temperate climate might not be as common up there. So you got a lot more corn and maybe some soy, stuff like that. Those type of makes little mazes. We got like cornfields if this is the middle of summer or even into the fall.
You got a lot of wheats and barleys up there, and then that's the good thing about being down here in the Vale. there's everything that you don't have up there. You know, like down here, there's all kinds of the watery vegetables like, tomatoes, and there's the watermelons, the other types of melons, and I mean, there's just such a great variety of everything.
Watermelon.
Mm-hmm.
As I'm wandering along, I'm going to carefully pick the occasional stalk of corn and start weaving it into an almost a crown sort of affair, and interweave wildflowers into it as we're travelling along.
So you're trying to just take it like a needle and thread and making something like that?
No. It's literally just weaving the stalks of.
Oh, okay, the stalks. Okay, I gotcha.
Palm weaving, where you make the out of palm leaves.
Yeah.
It's that sort of thing.
Yeah, I gotcha.
A lot rougher looking, and it's only like a circle.
Yeah.
Sit on my head.
Type of thing.
That's it. It's more
Perfect for one with nature.
A circlet.
Perfect for one with nature. So, Fail, what do you see on this caravan?
As we ride down the road, I'm looking at the farmers off to the side. Most of them are human, and I'm just kind of looking down at them, and just kind of wonder why they do things so terribly. It's because they're inferior, of course.
Yeah, that is what the elves have always thought. That's for sure.
Yeah, Phil is very racist.
But you do have
yet they live such quaint and content lives.
Yeah, you do have
it's pathetic.
Elves have a
it almost stinks of patheticness.
I always thought that elves have a soft spot in their heart for the humans, and almost feel sorry for them.
It may be quaint,
Phil's
but at
not
least
quite
it's not long.
the most cheerful of elves.
There's a little bit of bitterness going on.
A little emo teen thing going on there.
Check for traps. What do you see on this trip?
Well, the Seeker's kind of bounding along. He's trying to be very dutiful in his guard duties, so he's trying to be very perceptive. And of course, his little short, stumpy legs means he's got every once in a while he's got to jog to kind of catch up to the wagon he's trailing. And he's looking to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, trying to show everyone that he's watching out for bandits and brigands. But he always keeps getting distracted by every little bug that comes through, like a grasshopper or something like that, and he'll run out and catch it and look at it in his hand for a while, and then some butterfly will flutter by and he'll try to catch it, and then he'll realize what he's doing, of course, and kind of straighten up and start looking to the left and looking to the right, trying to find those bandits.
As a goblin arrow strikes you in the shoulder. No, I'm just kidding. Nice.
So he almost has like a mantic energy to him in his actions.
Yeah, right, and kind of like a childhood curiosity.
He's always seeking. He's very naive, remember?
Very naive.
So what about Vane? Vane, do you see anything in particular, or?
Grass.
Vane? Vane, are you there? Pride!
Sorry, yes.
Oh, Vane, hello, Vane.
Sorry, pressing the wrong...
Vane.
Forgot I wasn't playing Grat.
I almost called you Grat.
Yeah, as I was saying,
Hey, Sam, what's up?
I'm weaving a small sort of...
Definitely feel better.
Corn
Not 100%, but I'm feeling better.
And wildflowers. And as I'm walking along, I'm admiring the beauty and the simplicity of the wildlife, and then looking with some distaste as we come into the fields and thinking, nature should not be ordered in such a way. Nature should be allowed to be wild and grow free. And what's that goblin doing over there?
Taking a shit.
Pride, what do you see? What's going on? What's going on in the eyes of Pride during this day one of the trip?
In my book, looking at some rather racy pictures portrayed in it, and every now and then I'll look up, and I'm sort of overwhelmed by the abundance in this valley or whatever. It's never struck me. I've never been this far into this place. I've only been as far as Erton's previously, but this place seems like the bread box, so to speak, of this whole region, and I think the potential lies here for greater things, and I'm kind of making mental calculations about how to best exploit this land and its peoples, wondering about the political structure of this place, and I will maybe ask Urton every now and then about who holds these lands here, who holds these lands there, and
It's
this
all
and that.
owned by the farmers, he tells you. It's all of the farmers.
Oh, what do they do in the way of protection?
There
It
are
seems like
no
it's wide
lords.
open for the orcs and whoever wants to come rampaging in here.
That's possible, but usually when that happens, all of the nearby farmers, they will band together and put together this sort of like their own militia. Now, if the orcs come down from the mountains, then that's a whole nother issue to try to deal with. But that hasn't happened for many, many years.
I kind of wildly gesticulate into the air afterwards. Oh Lord! No wonder the bandit lord found this place so appealing for his raids and whatnot, friends. This valley is wide open for any encroaching bandit lords or petty thieves to come and steal everything here.
Indeed, friend Pride, but one thing I'm noticing is a lack of pillaged properties, burnt fields, and dead
Yes.
farmers.
Right.
How strange.
A bit of complacency going on, it seems.
No, it's beautiful. I mean, you haven't seen any dead corpses on the road. No other ransacked caravans. No
Perhaps they
dragons
taxes.
flying. Yeah, it almost makes you want to take up residency in this area and
Yes.
trying to find a little slice of the pie for yourself.
Indeed.
No, the land is too ordered for my taste.
Don't you know, Vane, that they eat their victims, so they wouldn't be lying around. Isn't that right, Pride?
What are you talking about? Fail. What's eating what here?
All the killings.
Yes, the bandit lord, he consumes his prey. Of course, I
Right.
thought we'd already
Cannibal.
discussed that.
I believe, I believe, friend Fail, friend Pride, that the two of you are conducting shenanigans.
Oh, good heavens. How long have we known each other, man? Like, 2 days? Surely you know me better than that.
Oh, I know you. Yes, I certainly know you I've known you long enough to know that shenanigans is your middle name.
Nonsense, Vane. You have coin in your pocket, right?
Yes.
More.
I hear the jingling as we speak. I can hardly concentrate on my dirty pictures here.
Now, this is the most money that you've had, especially being debt-free, Pride.
Yeah.
This is the most
I feel
money.
like
You're
a
on top
new
of
lease
the
on
world.
life here.
Oh, I know. So the caravan, as the day starts to wind down and the sun starts to set in the west, it starts to get dark. Now, everybody, a lot of the mercenaries, they are starting to set up camps. The other, folks that have the wagons of the caravan, they've all stopped and parked on the side of the road. Every once in a while there will be a rider, like a horse rider, coming through. So something like probably one of the farmers going from one farmstead to another.
Courting his
Excuse
lady
me, sorry
fair,
about that.
no doubt, yes.
Yeah, exactly. So it is now nighttime. You guys are all around campfires. There's 3 or 4 small campfires. It's relatively safe. The Urton has told you that there's really not a lot that happens in this area because there's a lot of farmsteads, and because of all of the different lines and the wire that's separated. The fences. The goblins really don't mess with this area because of they're just not really intelligent enough. Now tomorrow will probably be the more difficult of the 2 days. Yes, Vane.
Sorry, Dave. I'm going to try and find
No
myself somewhere with a tree that I can climb up and sit in its branches and meditate up there.
Sure, absolutely. You can find it, especially being a ranger. You have no problem at all finding a tree. I mean, it's not like there is a massive forest anywhere, but yeah, you can find a tree. It's off the path a little bit, but yeah. Everybody's eating some ration. Actually, you guys don't even need to deduct any rations because of all of the merchants. Yeah, they're providing it anyway for you and for the other mercenaries. So
as I'm going through my things, I say,
Mhm.
"Oh, thank God, this miserable day is over. Only one more."
But we have fresh produce and food.
what a way to earn 12.5 gold, huh? Just walking for the entire day? Not even having to
So
pull your
difficult.
weapon or knock an arrow or throw a spell and hate.
Is someone saying that to her?
Oh yeah, one of the other merchants
Oh,
said
okay,
that
good,
to her.
good.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
rather be cutting something up with it instead.
Oh, you kind of get this look as in like, wow, she's bloodthirsty. And then he says, it's nice to have you protecting the caravan. And as he kind of shuffles back into his wagon and the the leathery lid closes. The leathery door kind of swipes over and you can hear it zip up.
I'd rather be killing the bandit lord, right, Pride?
Yes, the bandit lord. But let's don't scare these people too much. I think that man's not going to get much rest tonight now.
So, facing it, you're all bloodthirsty. Let's see if there is any kind of random encounters here tonight.
Whoa.
Just roll a d20 for me.
Let's let the seeker do it. He was looking out.
Okay, yeah, good idea.
Yeah, of course. I encourage everyone to take double watch. The dangers increase at night.
Mostly.
Oh, okay. So,
Everybody, you guys you guys are safe. All of your shifts go by uneventful. You hear some wolves out calling out in the distance. Thank you very much, Pride. Wolves, other animals, nothing, no other screams of terror, nothing like that. Just animals of the night. So the next morning is here. You guys are in day two of your journey. The sun has now risen over the eastern tree line, as you guys can see a sort of the rolling hills and all the other farmsteads. You guys see the sun start to come up over the rolling hills.
Over morning breakfast, I jocularly walk up to it. It doesn't seem like the bandit lord's got his patrols out. We may have a direct shot to his base from here.
As you're chuckling, huh? Nice.
Right.
Oh, mercy.
I shall make a breakfast of some berries and a few nuts or roots or something like that, and some good fresh water from the river.
Why don't you give me a
No cooking.
give me a give me a survival check. Let's see if you can forage all of that stuff.
Would that be nature?
Let's see. Let's see. I think it might be nature.
There's an actual.
I think there is a. Yep, there's nature.
No, there's no survival in this one.
Nope. Difference between 4 and 5. Yeah, with your bonuses, you're able to find everything, and you find enough for everyone. For everyone in the group, plus some of the others. They all thank you.
What?
Oh, thank you, good sir. Thank you, Governor.
Thanks, Gov.
Are the rest of us having hotcakes?
Even sure. Even one of the little kids. Even one of the little kids comes up to Vane and says, "Yeah, thanks a lot for getting that stuff. I really appreciate it. Too bad you didn't get more, you big buckethead." And he just kind of walks off.
I love the little kid voice.
Yeah.
Bucket head. That's a
One
good one.
I shall stare after the young human child, raise one eyebrow in a most Spock-esque way, and walk away muttering something about humans don't get any better as they get bigger.
Well, Vane, one of the best things about humans is their short lifespan. Means they get shit done and quick. I like that.
Yes, and the
Yeah.
annoying ones aren't around for as long.
Right.
Sometimes they just kind of disappear, right, man?
What do you mean they don't
No,
get
exactly.
better as they get bigger? As eye looms over.
This fucking tree trunk.
Yeah, you see this little kid walk back over to his wagon. Obviously, he's one of the children of one of the wagons, and you can hear his mother scolding him for talking to you like that. And she says, you go right back over there and you apologize to that nice man that brought you breakfast. And he comes back over and he says, you know, mister, my mom's making me come back over here and apologize, and I just want to say that I'm sorry. Not really, but I am sorry. And you can hear her, you can hear her say,
You hear the
RC!
fake palm.
Yeah.
To
He
be
says,
fair, she
"Eh,
did say man.
I'm sorry. I guess.
Don't worry, small human. When you wake up in the middle of the night and you've got fire ants eating you alive inside your bedding.
Oh my
Remember-
God, Mom!
Remember-
And he starts to run toward Mom. All right, so the caravan starts to head off. I had to throw in the one bullheaded kid there. I like to throw him in from time to time.
Little Pip.
Yeah, little RC man, a little badass man. So as you
Little
guys
bastard.
are traveling to the east, you guys get about halfway through the day. So it's about noon. You know, you guys are, everybody is stopped. The horses are stopped. You know, there's sort of like the stream kind of cuts into the farmlands a little bit. So, you know, they disattach the horses from the wagons and take the horses over to water them. You know, everybody's stopping and snacking. All of a sudden, one of the mercenaries gets shot with an arrow, sticks directly in his throat. And this is
It wasn't me.
yeah.
Yeah, who sees this?
Yes, his neck explodes from being just covered with fire ants. No, no. So yeah, so as this guy's up towards the front, you can hear a scream. One of the females on one of the other, you know, on one of the other wagons screams this high pitched shrill. I can't do it because of my voice, but you know, this guard goes down. There's an arrow sticking up out of his neck, and now all of a sudden, from all directions, there's probably about 20 to 25 goblins that just emerge. I mean, and just totally surround this five wagon caravan. You know, there's you five and then five more other mercenaries. Well, you're down to 4 now. You know, you can see all of the other caravan, the ones that are driving the wagons, steering the wagons. You know, they're all jumping off with axes and swords. Urton grabs his big war maul and, you know, charges in, and the battle goes on for, I'd say, almost a full hour. And this battle, it was starting to look pretty bad because most of the hired mercenaries were killed. I think there was one that survived. Now, as for all of you guys are all going to be down 10 hit points. So I'll put 10 wounds on everyone, and you're all down 1 healing surge. So you guys can all be down 1 surge as well. So we kind of did a sort of like a
Black screen.
yeah, like a black screen type of combat. Now, as the final goblins, I mean, after this battle, there are goblins everywhere, just dead. I mean, there are goblins everywhere. There, like I said, there's at least a couple dozen of these goblins that are dead. And one of the other rangers, you know, there's about 3 or 4 of them that run off. They run off to the north. And, you know, one of the other, well, the final mercenary, he goes, he says, I'll track these guys. You guys make sure everybody around here is fine. You know, let's get, you know, and Urton's like, we need to get these horses reattached up to the wagons, and we need to get on the move. We need to get out of here. So after all of that's happened, the mercenary has went off and actually has found a cave. Actually has found a cave probably about a mile, and he was gone for about 15 minutes. So this other ranger, he literally ran a mile, explored a little bit, tracked these guys, and ran back in like 15 minutes of you guys.
Damn.
Yeah, this guy is a badass. He gets back.
Obviously.
He's all winded. I mean, he's sweaty. He was definitely traveling lights. I mean, he barely had on. I think he had just on like a leather tunic, and had a bow, and he was carrying 3 arrows. He didn't even have a quiver, no backpack, nothing.